story behind these wheels. These wheels were never supposed to be on this car, and I'll tell you why. What's up guys, welcome back for another episode, and I'm excited to film this episode in the garage. It's been a while since we filmed the episode here. Life has been very busy. As some of you may know, I'm a father now, so it's been about 9 months, and I'm so excited to continue the rest of this journey. I know a lot of you guys are transitioning into fatherhood, or the ones that have already been a father or a parent. It's been a blessing, a true blessing into this past 9 months. And a lot of it's all sacrifices, right? Sacrificing time, sacrificing things that you want to do, but also putting the family first. But I'm excited to be here in the garage, something I haven't done in a little bit. But today we're going to be installing the new shoes onto the G80. So I know on the last episode, Ron was able to showcase, and the team over there, building my custom BBS E88s. I know when you guys first saw the wheels, it came in that typical BBS finish, right? And also spec. But a lot of you guys don't know that when you order BBS wheels, sometimes it's not the best fitment for people that want that flush fitment, or the ones that want a little bit more customization. So that's why you go to providers like AR Motorwerkz, and you kind of go through the process of finding your right spec. So right behind me, it's gonna be the new shoes. And in a little bit, we're gonna mount them, but also check out what we're replacing. I know a lot of people are gonna be upset about this, but those shoes are not going anywhere. All right, so these are my BBS LMRs. And I've had these almost about a year, maybe more than a year already. But these wheels have gone through a few changes. When I first got these wheels, you can see from the overlapping B-roll, we had them in diamond silver, I believe, from BBS. And a lot of you guys know, which I mentioned in previous videos and also earlier, is that when you order BBS wheels, sometimes the specifications they have for your vehicle may not be the most aggressive spec. But I think Ron, and I don't know, his unique thinking, he has coined these BBS LMRs Jabba the Sluts. And as you can see, the reason why we call Jabba the Slut lips is because they're super aggressive. The amount of lip real estate we have on here is by far just eye consuming, so to say. But when you look at these rears, it is incredibly aggressive. I think a lot of people, when they see a stock LMR set as compared to a 3-piece set, they are blown away at how aggressive they are. What I am really curious about, because when we first installed the Moton coilovers with the air cups, we had the alignment specifically for this setup, right? And how flush this is. Sometimes it gets a little bit tight where I do rub in the back when I have a few more passengers, so to say. But I'm kind of curious of how these new BBS E88s are gonna fit on this car. And when I was talking to Ron about this, I told him that I wanted to have both sets be very similar, where I'm able to take these off, throw on the E88s, and don't have to adjust the camber or any of the alignments, because I want to be able to switch shoes back and forth, because I tell everybody there's nothing wrong with having multiple pairs of shoes, right? And I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering, are these going to be for sale? Absolutely not. I think these look so good on the car, so it's going to be very hard for me to get rid of them. But I will say, as long as I keep this car, I'm keeping these wheels. But everything has a price. All right, let's check out these new wheels. I'm so stoked. Seeing these on video and also seeing them about to be right here in person is going to be incredibly epic. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. These are going to be the rears, because these are a 295/35R19. And in that video, when you saw Ron talk about these wheels, originally we're going to do Michelin PS4s, but throughout the whole process, he was like, look, with a motorsport wheel calls for a motorsport tire. And he talked highly about these tires. And there we are. This is absolutely incredible. Hopefully you guys can see this on camera, but what I do like about it is that even though these are not like deep dish wheels, there's a huge deep dish right here, which you saw Ron eating a set of cup noodles out of here. But what I do like about these lips is that it's actually pretty deep, right? You do have a double step lip, which kind of gives it that look. And with this deep race pocket, it's absolutely unique. I don't think there's a lot of wheels on the market that could imitate this. I haven't seen a lot of wheels on the market that are a 3-piece, 2-piece wheel that has a deep race pocket. And I love these wheels. Like, these have always been a dream wheel of mine. I always thought that I was gonna get like an E92 or E90 M3, and the E88s was definitely a set of wheels I was gonna throw it on. But that has changed, so we're gonna throw it on the G80, so why not? But on a future video, you guys are gonna see me ceramic coat these wheels before we mount them on. That's gonna be on a future episode. I just wanna basically get this video out because we are cutting close to the invasion of Los Angeles, and I wanna get all these videos done because there's gonna be so many behind the scenes videos over there. I'm gonna take you guys throughout the process, especially for the ones that didn't get to go to the invasion of LA. I'm gonna make it feel like you guys are there with us. And so let's mount these on shortly, but let's take out the other set, which is the front set. All right, I guess I opened these the opposite way. It's facing down. This is like Christmas in August right now. And actually, I'm gonna consider these my birthday gift. My birthday's in a few weeks, so happy birthday to me. I do wanna mention, if you guys like these videos and even the previous videos, do me a solid. I don't ask for this much. Hit the like button, leave a comment or anything down below. It definitely helps the algorithm. I know content creators like myself work hard on thinking about content and making the content, and it takes hours of editing, scripting some things, right? And also thinking of these unique ideas to be able to entertain you guys or provide value. So I definitely would appreciate if you guys hit the like button. Definitely helps my channel out. But further ado, let's check out these wheels. So we're gonna talk about the front, right? We have the front wheel here, and as you can see, we still have the Yokohama's AO 52s. Ron talked highly about these tires. He talked about how grippy they are, and I did ask him, are they good in the rain? He said he hasn't had any rain yet because it is California. But what we also know about these tires that they are a motorsport engineered tire. I'm pretty excited about running these. So I did want to mention these wheels. There's a story behind these wheels. These wheels were never supposed to be on this car, and I'll tell you why. So about 7 months ago or 6 months, I lose track. Ron gave me a call, was like, hey, Ken, I have a set of BBS E89s, and for a lot of you guys know, BBS E89s is a very incredible set of wheels. It's not this, right? But it has a very similar pattern. It's not a deep race pocket, and it comes in various, shades and all that stuff, but also comes in a 20. I was very curious when he gave me the opportunity to get this BBS E88s. I've never ran a full set of 19s all around, and I think 19s give it a different look, especially with the meatier tire. And when I heard about how deep these race pockets are gonna be, it was a no-brainer, right? Although I think the E89 is a little bit more rare, having the deep race pocket is super aggressive. There's nothing wrong with E89s. I think they look absolutely great, but when you have something that's so unique, like these deep race pockets, I couldn't say no to it. And a lot of people hear about BBS, right? BBS is going out of business, BBS this, BBS that, hits the headlines, and everybody likes to follow the negative news. What I can tell you this, maybe one day we'll have a sit down with BBS Jesse. He is the VP of Sales and Marketing of BBS North America. But BBS is broken into 3 different sectors, right? You have BBS Germany, you have BBS Japan, you have BBS North America. I'll have one day where he could either chime in about it, talk about it, but BBS Motorsport, BBS Japan, and North America, they're doing fine. There's no issues with them having these wheels. They're not cheap. You could definitely tell by the workmanship, the pricing of it, and also the history of E88s. Prices of E88s normally hold their value, so I wasn't too afraid about getting into this set. But I can tell you this, I'm super excited to see how these look on the car. But you can see from the overlapping B-roll, we saw Ron's car with the E88s, and he was one of the first ones to have it on the G80. And when I saw them, I was like, Ron, I can't wait for me to get my set. All right, so let's throw the rears on, see how these look. I'm kind of very curious about how the fitment's gonna be. I know we have a 295 in the rear for the LMRs. We have a 295 here. If you guys watched the previous videos, what we did was we have the SPL arms where we're actually able to fine tune the suspension alignment and also toe, because as you have negative camber, especially in the rear, your toe gets out of spec. And what happens is your toe controls how much wear and tear, all that stuff. So when I spoke to the guys at PSI, they were like, Ken, you probably need to go with the SPL arms because these rear wheels are super aggressive. And if you want your tires to last and you want a really good ride quality, you would want to get those SPL arms. So we have SPL arms in the rear. But again, I'm very curious of how it's going to fit, especially with these aggressive sets. So let's throw these on and see how they look. So what I wanted to address is that I know a lot of people are going to like the LMRs more or like the Edelweiss wheels more. I totally get it, and hear me out. We all have our own different preferences when it comes to cars, taste and modifications. Look, we all may not like everybody's modifications, and if you think about this, if we all like the same types of cars, modifications, then the car scene would be kind of boring. So I know a lot of people are going to be upset when I got rid of the Edelweiss wheels to get the LMRs, and now when I'm taking the LMRs off, you guys are going to get upset because I'm putting the E88s on. But end of the day, you guys should respect other people's opinions about what they want to modify their car with. And I'm not getting rid of the LMRs. The LMRs are going to be, there's going to be a time where I want to throw these back on to give it a different look. But also, you know, the E88s has been so historic. There's a lot of history behind it, and something that, you know, I always thought was a really good looking wheel. And now I have the opportunity to put them on the car, and we're going to do that today. All right, moment of the truth. Let's drop this down. Let me get out of your view. Damn, that looks so good. What I really love about it is that on the LMRs with that set, it was definitely aggressive. There were times where I was hitting the inner liner, which is a fabric felt. It's probably for sound deadening and also like the water transfer to come out. I don't know, but if a lot of you guys know, let me know in the comments. But what I do notice is that I have so much room, because when I had my son in the car, my wife in the car, I would definitely rub a little bit on the tires. So now having this set, this might be the family mobile, or this might be the set to transport the family in. And why not? It's in style. Let's go ahead and get the front done. I want to thank Ron for giving me the opportunity to buy these E88s. They look absolutely incredible. Oh, I still have the air cups up. It is kind of tight in the front. So that is ultra flush. And what I'm probably gonna have to do is to adjust some of the camber, because I want to ride and smack the front, smack the fender at least. But that is super flush. All right, so look at the rear. The rear is money. The rear is spot on. So I don't need to change any camber in the rear. The front is where I'm worried about a little bit. As you can see, that is pretty flush with the fender. What I'm worried about is hitting a really hard bump and really denting this fender out. So what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of negative camber. And what's so good about having these Moton coilovers, you can see right now, I loosen all 4 corners. I'm able to adjust the negative camber right over here by pushing this point off. To add negative, to go inwards, to add negative, and add positive, I'll be pushing it outward. But my God, this looks so good. So I think that additional negative camber definitely gives it the room it needs to be able to drive properly and to have enough room. All right, so now that we made that camber adjustment in the front, there's plenty enough room now. So there's definitely plenty enough room, and also, like I said earlier, when I had my LMRs on there, doing a hard lock all the way to the left or right, there were some portions where I was actually kind of hitting the tire on the fender, and it was kind of annoying a little bit. So, but adding the negative camber for the front is gonna be more beneficial for the LMRs and also the E88s. But guys, tell me what you guys think. This looks so good. I think the presence between the polished, double step polished lip with the satin motorsport silver looks so good. All right, so my plan is to get the wheels on the other side, take this car out, get some B-roll, see how this feels, and when we get to this shoot location, I'll tell you exactly how it feels. But I'm super excited to have these wheels on the car. I think they look incredible. Once again, thank you, Ron, and the team over at AR Motorwerkz. I definitely want to thank Aries at AR Motorwerkz for providing the B-roll that you're seeing right now. He did an incredible job of showcasing these wheels being made, and the editing and the production that he produces is incredible. So thank you for that. But let's get this done and go outside. Again, these were always a dream wheel of mine, and you know, I think they look absolutely incredible on the E46, E90X M3s, and then also the F80s. F80s, it wasn't very popular with the E88s. When you go to the E9X, it was definitely one of the most popular wheels on the E9X. And looking at it on Ron's car when I first saw it in California, it looked so good. And the way he was describing of how meticulous he had to go through of piecing things together to make it fit correctly, because who wants to get a set of BBS wheels and have some spacers? All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I wanna thank you guys for watching this video, and let me know what you guys think in the comments about if you guys like the LMRs more or the E88s. As of right now, I can't decide. I love them both, which is why I'm keeping them. And I definitely wanna thank Ron and the team over at AR Motorwerkz, everybody that's been working on the wheels, especially Aries that has been, you know, providing the crispy B-roll that you guys seen in the last video. These wheels are extremely hard to come by. Ron really means it. So if you guys are looking to order your set of BBS E88s or any BBS wheels, the #1 place to order those BBS wheels is at AR Motorwerkz, and the attention to detail is there, right? I know the thought process of ordering these wheels, Ron was walking me through the process, and he was describing of how deep this is, and this does no justice. My whole fist could be sunken in here. And you guys saw in the last video, Ron was actually eating a cup of noodles out of my Race Pocket E88s. So again, this is a dream come true. Stay tuned. There's gonna be so many other changes that I'm thinking about, but we'll see. There's gonna be some changes in the front. I'll give some hints. And the next series of videos are actually gonna be in LA. So when you guys are in LA and you guys see me at the Invasion of Los Angeles, stop by, say what's up. If I'm recording, which is probably most of the time, say what's up. I don't mind having a chat with you guys. And it's always cool to get some of you guys on the vlogs. The support in the past, 6 months to a year has been absolutely incredible. We look forward on working with a whole bunch of other BMW clubs out in California. It's nice to support each other's events, especially I think Corey was able to support SD Beamers on their Beamer Fest. It's always cool for them to reciprocate that for us, and they're going to be leading a nice caravan of cars from San Diego to the invasion of Los Angeles. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to start recording for you guys and getting some crispy B-roll. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on the next one.